Hey y'all, we are here. Acting Black Community is in Philadelphia, and we were here for a blindness blindness awareness weekend, and it's still going on in the background. But the gentleman with me is Simon. Is it Bonafont?
Bonenfant.
Bonafont.
Yes.
And he was on the panel with me, and I thought it would be great to have him do a little mini interview, especially since he is a podcaster and I am a newbie. So let's see how he feels about being in the hot seat. So he says, yeah, let's do this. So I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Well, thank you, Gina. It's wonderful to be speaking with you. And I'm on the other side of the microphone this time, so that's a special treat. I do enjoy that. I am from Philadelphia, born and raised in Drexel Hill, which is a little bit outside of the city. And we are here at Love Zion Baptist Church. That is a weekend that was formulated by Esther Gilliard, who you may know from watching the channel with Gina. Esther is a very close friend of mine. We worked together in an organization called the National Federation of the Blind. We were part of the Keystone chapter, a local chapter in Philly. And I'm really delighted to talk a little bit about my story and my journey. I was born blind from a condition called retinopathy of prematurity. So I was born very early, and as a result of that, my retina is detached. So I can see light, I can see the sun, and I can see if there's bright lights in a room, but all of the techniques that I do are non-visual. And I'm very well connected in the blindness community. I wear many different hats. I work as a singer professionally, both in the liturgical realm for churches and also in the secular realm. I do a lot of different styles of music, whether it be jazz, pop, country, anything people want to do.
Okay.
I can do it. What pays the bills? I do
Okay,
that.
okay.
And then I also work as an actor with a theater group for people with disabilities called Acting Without Boundaries. And I also work in a mainstream theater group called the Rev Theater Company,
Wow.
a small theater group in the Philadelphia area. I do some acting with them. I also just recently music directed a concert with them, which was a country rodeo show, an old country rodeo show benefiting Ukraine,
Okay.
helping the children, the Ukrainian children that were taken to Russia and kidnapped. And there's an organization called Save Ukraine, and they help to reunite them with their families in Ukraine, and also they help the soldiers who are in need of prosthetic limbs. So we raised $5,000 to help with that effort through several different concerts. So I love to use my talents with my music for others and for the Lord. I'm a religious person. And then in the blindness community, as Sheena mentioned, I work as a podcaster for the Blind Abilities podcast. And I also work a little bit for the White Canes Connect podcast, which is the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania podcast. And in those areas, I get to sit down and have conversations with people that are making a difference in the blindness and visually impaired communities. I love the fact that I can use my platform to amplify what others are doing, and it's really a skill of listening
Yep.
and picking up on what others are saying, and really just their heart and how they've approached their life and their experiences. And we all need someone to bring that out of us. And so the fact that I can act as a vessel to tell people's stories, I really do enjoy that. And then I also work as a cultural accessibility consultant, and I wear several different hats in that area. I work for Philly Touch Tours, which is a company that trains the staff of cultural organizations, whether that be theaters or museums, gardens, any kind of cultural organization. And we train them on how to interact with the blind and visually impaired communities, the do's and don'ts of just living a positive philosophy as blind people as we do.
Okay.
And then I create customized tours
Oh,
for
wow.
these programs so that in Philadelphia, one of the biggest museums here is the Museum of the American Revolution as 1776. You know, that's kind of our claim to fame.
Correct.
And so recently I created a fully audio described tour. My team and I, we created a fully audio described tour of that museum so that anyone
Wow.
that's blind can go in and independently explore room to room and interact with the museum based off of a script and the work that we've done to put this together.
Oh, wow.
So that's just kind of one of the examples of that. And then I also work in the field of audio description. Now, if you're blind or visually impaired, you probably know of audio description. But for those who are sighted or who may not know, audio description at its core is putting the visual elements into an auditory form that is descriptive and that gives the same information so that people that can't see, so that we can have the same picture of what's being displayed visually in our minds. So for a museum, that might be I'll teach the docents how to describe paintings and sculptures and rooms, you know, and basically anything. And then I also work, I really have a passion and a heart for live theater. And I've worked to implement audio description in a lot of Philadelphia theaters. I've worked to market all of the audio described events for the blindness community because we're a growing group. We have a good number of people now, but we're always trying to grow and trying to get more people out to these events. And I also would say that I train the blindness community as well because I want the blind community to know that you have a place in arts and culture.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people think they can't experience something, they don't even try because with it being in a visual nature.
Right.
And I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to raise the bar of the enjoyment of what the blind and visually impaired community can get out of not only experiencing art, but also being involved in the art and creating art. And it's a wonderful self-expression and way of taking the feelings that we have and putting it to good use and learning about ourselves and trying new techniques. So it is really a great art form. So with that, if you have questions for me, go ahead.
Oh, man. You went through that so fast. I mean, first of all, how old are you?
I am 23.
Oh,
yeah,
my
so-
goodness. What a life. So let me tell you, when you talked about teaching docents how to describe the shows and stuff.
Yes.
Okay, hold on one second.